Okay, so know what you're thinking. Hermitcraft in Dream SMP? What? Well, we already know this is impossible since both SMPs are very different with one another. But we can use our imagination. In this video, we're going to talk about the alternate history of the Dream SMP. If you do not know the Dream SMP, it is a SMP server owned by a green guy, a lot of wars, caused by a guy with red shirt and blonde hair. It shares the same similarities with Hermitcraft, which also a server owned by a green guy, a lot of wars, caused by a guy with red shirt and with blonde hair. Yeah, very similar, right? Right. But their similarities has its differences, with Hermitcraft being centered as family friendly.
Don't look at my butt, I know I do.
Whereas the Dream SMP is a live roleplay server, and sometimes non-PG, making it seem impossible for both servers to unite in a larger SMP server. But, in our alternate history of Dream SMP, what if? What if the Hermits joined the Dream SMP at the same time? What if Dream decided, you know what, let's invite the Hermits? What will happen to the Dream SMP server? And before you scream at me, I know this is impossible, but what if? Everything is possible, right? Right? Oh. In this episode of Alternate History of Dream SMP, we are going to discuss this and divide them into three parts: the beginning, effect, and the aftermath. But first, according to my shameful YouTube plugging of analytics, a lot of you are actually not subscribed. So, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to subscribe for more. Anyways, enjoy the video. In the alternate timeline, where the server is recovering from the recent wars, Dream decided to invite some of the Hermits to introduce a new wave of people and new content for the server. When the Hermits joined, they were shocked about the state of the server. Creeper holes everywhere, misplaced blocks, and buildings in ruins. Unlike in their usual Hermitcraft style bases, the Dream SMP server is relatively smaller in scale, and some parts are undeveloped. Dream greeted the Hermits and warned them about the rules of the server. These rules limited the Hermits' capability to build large-scale builds due to limited resources they usually have. Most of the Hermits felt uneasy and unable to adapt to the new environment in the Dream SMP. Grian, one of the Hermits, was not comfortable of having to travel by walking around and not fly. The Hermits felt uneasy of having no proper gear that they usually have. These changes made the Hermits to settle and unite together to form a nation called the Kingdom of Hermiton. Located beside the borders of L'manberg and the south of the Dream SMP. Their country was prosperous with huge grand builds and small redstone farms. The Kingdom of Hermiton was led by Grian in preserving peace and prosperity in its borders. But despite their efforts, this lasting peace will be visited by constant conflicts happening in the server. Tommy Innit learned about the greatness of Hermiton and wanted to visit the Hermits and fight Solitude in there. In this current timeline, Tommy was exiled and banned from entering the borders of the Dream SMP and the nation of L'manberg. And when Tommy learned about the prosperity in Hermiton, this made him want to seek refuge in the country. Upon arriving at the gates of Hermiton, Tommy Innit was greeted by its ruler, Grian, who asked for his reason for his visit. Tommy replied that he wanted to visit the place and was told about the greatness of Hermiton and the Hermits. Grian was unreluctant of allowing Tommy to enter, since he knew Tommy is a troublemaker like him. But with Tommy's promise of the primes and subs, made Grian puzzled and eventually allowed him to enter. When Tommy entered Hermiton, he saw its extravagance and potential to settle in. he joined the Hermits in VCs and chatted with them to allow him to seek refuge inside. Things are going smoothly, but him entering the kingdom of Hermiton led him to endanger the nation and alerted Dream and his allies. After the kingdom of Hermiton allowed Tommy to settle in their lands, Dream was outraged and set out together with his allies and L'manberg to confront the Hermits and demand Hermiton to release Tommy in their protection. The Hermits were alerted of the incoming attack of Dream and headed out to beef up their defenses and prepare for incoming invasion. When Dream and his allies arrived at the borders of Hermiton, he demanded Grian to surrender Tommy peacefully or be forced to be invaded and destroyed. Grian was angered of Dream, using his might against the peaceful kingdom of Hermiton, and rejected Dream's demand and asked them to leave with his allies and turn back. When Dream got his answer, he then ordered an attack to forcefully enter Hermiton and capture Tommy, breaking the peace in the kingdom of Hermiton. Dream knew they will win and had the advantage of having skilled PvPers, since the Hermits are not known for being skilled when it comes to PvP. But Dream underestimated the Hermit's skill in making deadly traps and redstone machines when Hermiton unleashed their superior firepower against Dream's allies. The firepower made the server lag and forced Dream to retreat, but promised to come back with a larger force. With both sides stippling into a total war, the fate of Tommy's survival is left unknown. But hey, this is only a theory, an alternate universe theory. So, what do you think will happen next in this alternate history? The Kingdom of Hermiton winning? Or the Dream and his allies? Let me know and share your ideas in the comments down below. Anyway, this is RSR and thank you for watching. Alternate history of Dream SMP. Bye!